Hello my crafty friends. Well, today we're going to make this beautiful card with the Year of Flowers bundle. So I really like this set. It's brand new, and it's got all the flowers for the different months of the year and some fun little sayings, and it's a bundle, so you can cut out each of the flowers with its own little die cut. And so it's pretty cool because you can make birthday cards for all months of the calendar throughout the year, and you can make them ahead of time, so that's kind of cool too. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Let's get this out of the way. So we're going to be using the Year of Flowers stamp set, well, the bundle really, because I have cut out the March ones, and we're also going to be using the fancy border dies. We're going to be using these fun little leaves here, and so that's what's going to make this these leaves as well in here. And then we also use the shape from the Year of Flowers bundle as well. And then our designer series paper is the Refreshed Beauty, so we're going to be using some of that as well. All right, and I think that's it. And we're going to also we're going to be using the analogous colors with our color coach. So we're going to be using Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, which is in the designer series paper, along with Lemon Lime Twist, Old Olive, and Mossy Meadows. So I really like this color coach. You should pick one up if you don't have it already. Unless you're a color expert, then you don't need it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So this is a thick white cardstock, and standard measurements, so it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. So we'll go ahead and fold that over here, and let's go ahead and burnish it. So then what we want to do is we are going to get some of this out of the way here. We're going to put this piece down first, so that we have a gauge on where to cut our die cut. So let me go ahead and glue this down real quick. So I just want to leave a little room at the top here. So we're gonna just put this down here like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. I'm going to cut this here, but actually I think what I want to do is I want to stamp first so I have a better gauge of where to put this. And I don't have my stamp out, so let's go ahead and get this out. So it's hoping your day blooms with happiness. So I'll put this right here on my block, and I'm going to use Old Olive for this one. And I'll go ahead and ink that up and stamp this. And I want to get as close to the edge as I can. So I'm just going to go down here like this, just in the center. Straight down and straight up. There we go. All right. Now, what I can do is I can lay my die cut here. And then I'm just going to run that through my die cut machine. So let me do that over here and just run it through real quick. And it makes a nice cut, and super easy. There's a fair amount of pieces, but they're really easy to pull out. So we'll go ahead and we can push these out with our hands, pretty super easy. So just get all this out. And unfortunately you could probably hear the neighbor's dog, so I apologize for that. She's not happy when the neighbor kids go out and play. All right, so what I want to do is I want to put this lighter green. So this was 1.5 by 5.5. This one is 1 1/4 by 5.5, and this is going to go right here like so. And then this is going to go on the inside, and it's 3/4 by 5.5. So everything's 5.5 in this particular card. So what I want to do is I'm going to glue this here so that the green shows through. So I want to put some glue down around here, like so. And then a little glue here. And then I want to put a little glue here on the ends. I don't want to get glue where there's going to be, where it's going to show through. So I'm just going to do that. And then we're going to turn it over. Make sure it lines up. And then we're just going to straighten it out here because you're going to be able to see this on the inside of the card. So there we go. And if any of the pieces are, if you didn't cut quite straight, which I do often, are off the side here where you can see them, you can just trim those off really easy. Okay, so now we want to create our focal points here. So what we have to do is we're going to do a little stamping. So this your Flowers Dies has this fun little die cut that you can use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my basic gray, and I'm going to stamp. We're going to use the March stamp since it's March, and I'm just going to stamp it right here in the middle, like so. I'll stamp this one in the middle, and this one in the middle. Okay, and now what I've done beforehand, so that this doesn't take super long, is I stamped each of these flowers on scrap paper, and then I colored them like so. And I colored the stems with the light Mossy Meadow, which is this one right here. And then I colored the inside with the dark Daffodil Delight and the outside with the light dark Daffodil Delight. And then I put some dimensionals on the back. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna set these right here on top of these so that it pops up a little bit. And we'll go ahead and peel these off while we're at it here. So it just makes a kind of cool, let's see if I can do this here. Makes a cool look when you just stamp it and then pop it up. If I can get it here to line up, there we go. So I just used one regular size dimensional and one mini dimensional. And we're just going to pop these up on all of them. And just, again, dimensionals give things dimension. But when you pop it up right over what it's stamped it, and then you have other words there, it looks really cool. Okay, so now I want to put dimensionals on the back of these. And I'm gonna have to cut my dimensionals. Yep. All right, so when you get to this point and they're all gone, you can just take your scissors and cut out, and voila, you have another dimensional. All right, so what I want to do is I want to put this, I want to line this one up right in the middle, like so. Actually, let's lay this flat out. So I want to put this one in the middle, like so. And then I want to put these others on the side, spaced out just a little bit. And I'm going to lay these down first so that I can get my spacing like I want it. All right, I think I got it. Yep. All right, so take the backs off of these. And then lay that down. And then do these. And last one. So see, this is coming together pretty quick. So get these back off. And then I'm just gonna lay that right here. Kind of get the spacing about the same. And there we go. Now, all we need to do is add our butterflies. So these are pretty, pretty, pretty. If I can get them open. Guess I should have opened them beforehand. Oh well, all right, we got it. All right, so let's get this trash out of the way here. And you can use take your pick tool, and we can just put our butterflies on here. And you have a very pretty card. The only thing we need to do after this is to embellish. After we do our embellishments is put our sentiment on the inside and decorate the inside. So get our little butterflies here. There we go. Okay, so now let's decorate the inside. So we already have a little bit to break up the white, but this is the 3/4 by 5.5 inch piece of designer series paper. Again, this was the Refreshed Beauty, and again, it's on last chance, so if you like it, now's the time to pick it up, because once it's gone, it's gone. But you can use any designer series paper you have on hand to do this card with. All right, so there's the front of our card. Now we have the inside card decorated. So now let's do our happy birthday. So this, we're gonna use Mossy Meadow for this. This has a fun little happy birthday sentiment on the, with the Year of Flowers bundle as well. So just gonna put a little happy birthday there. There we go. So the only thing left to do really is decorate our envelope, because we don't want any naked insides and we don't want any naked envelopes. So what I did is I just stamped the same flower and colored it in the same with my Stampin' Blends. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that, and have a fun and crafty day, my friends. Thank you.